Welcome to our journey to the hottest planet in our solar system, Venus. Often called Earth's sister planet, Venus has fascinated scientists and astronomers for centuries. From its unique rotation pattern to its scorching temperatures, Venus holds many secrets waiting to be uncovered. Join us as we explore the mysteries of Venus and delve into its captivating features. Scene script: a day on Venus lasts longer than a year. Venus has a unique rotation pattern where it rotates very slowly on its axis and in the opposite direction to most other planets. Its day is actually longer than its year, which is quite unusual in our solar system. It takes 243 Earth days to rotate once on its axis. The planet's orbit around the Sun takes 225 Earth days, compared to the Earth's 365. A day on the surface of Venus, solar day, takes 117 Earth days. Venus rotates in the opposite direction to most other planets. Venus rotates on its axis from east to west, which is the opposite direction to most other planets in our solar system. This retrograde rotation is indeed believed to be the result of a collision in Venus's past which likely caused its rotation to flip. Venus is the second brightest object in the night sky. Venus is the second brightest natural object in the night sky after the Moon. Its brightness can vary depending on its position relative to Earth and the Sun, but at its brightest, it can indeed be seen during the day under the right conditions. Atmospheric pressure on Venus is 92 times greater than the Earth's. Venus's atmosphere is indeed very dense, and this, combined with its high surface temperature and the high speed at which objects enter its atmosphere, can cause small asteroids and meteoroids to be crushed or completely disintegrated before they reach the surface. This process prevents the formation of small craters on Venus. The atmospheric pressure on Venus is extremely high, about 92 times that of Earth's sea level pressure. This pressure is equivalent to what would be experienced deep beneath the sea on Earth, around 900 meters, 2,900 feet, below the surface. Venus is often called the Earth's sister planet. Earth and Venus are often called sister planets because of their similarities in size, composition, and internal structure. Both planets have a similar size, with Venus being slightly smaller in diameter but very close in mass to Earth. They both have a central core, a molten mantle, and a crust, although there are differences in the details of their compositions and geological processes. The same side of Venus always faces the Earth when at their closest. That's an interesting thought, but the statement is not accurate. Venus and Earth are both tidally locked to the Sun, which means that Venus always presents the same face towards the Sun, not necessarily towards Earth. This is due to the gravitational forces between the planets and the Sun, not specifically the Earth's gravitational influence on Venus. Venus is also known as the morning star and the evening star. Early civilizations thought Venus was two different bodies. These were called Phosphorus and Hesperus by the Greeks, and Lucifer and Vesper by the Romans. When Venus's orbit around the Sun overtakes Earth's orbit, it changes from being visible after sunset to being visible before sunrise. Mayan astronomers made detailed observations of Venus as early as 650 AD. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system, with an average surface temperature of about 462 degrees Celsius, 863 degrees Fahrenheit. The lack of tilt on its axis means there are no significant seasonal variations. The dense atmosphere, primarily composed of carbon dioxide, creates a strong greenhouse effect, trapping heat and contributing to the planet's extreme temperatures. A detailed study of Venus finished in 2015. The Venus Express spacecraft was launched by the European Space Agency in 2006 and entered orbit around Venus. Originally planned for a mission lasting about 500 Earth days, it operated for much longer, with its mission extended several times. The spacecraft provided valuable data about Venus's atmosphere and surface before it was eventually deorbited in 2015. Regarding the volcanoes on Venus, it is indeed believed that there are over 1,000 volcanoes or volcanic centers larger than 20 kilometers in diameter on the planet's surface. Venus is thought to have experienced extensive volcanic activity in the past, although the exact number and nature of its volcanoes are still being studied. The Russians sent the first mission to Venus. The Venera 1 space probe was launched in 1961 but lost contact with the base. The USA also lost their first probe to Venus, Mariner 1, although Mariner 2 was able to take measurements of the planet in 1962. The Soviet Union's Venera 3 was the first man-made craft to land on Venus in 1966. At one point, it was thought Venus might be a tropical paradise. The thick clouds of sulfuric acid in Venus's atmosphere block visible light, making it impossible to see the planet's surface with optical telescopes. It wasn't until the development of radio mapping techniques in the 1960s that scientists were able to study Venus's surface and atmosphere in detail. These radio observations revealed the extreme temperatures and hostile conditions on the planet's surface. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Venus, our neighboring planet with its extreme environment and fascinating characteristics. From its slow retrograde rotation to its thick, toxic atmosphere, Venus continues to captivate the minds of scientists and space enthusiasts alike. Stay tuned for more exciting adventures through the wonders of our solar system.